It is day 8.
Day 8!
And we are out the door very quick because we need to make it to our campsite in time before they close for lunch. We've been given the opportunity to get there early. We were actually in the middle of meetings, but here we go.
We were going to stay in this hotel that had amazing internet until checkout, but we found a place outside of Oldenburg, our next destination in Germany, that allows us check-in between 12 and 1 because otherwise they close from 1 to 3. We were like, let's go!
We need to get there so that we can get set up, go see the city. It's supposed to rain today.
It's really important to gain those 2 hours and not have to wait until 3. We just packed everything super fast, driving out of Essen, and we keep looking at the ETA, and for now,
we'll make it with 10 minutes to spare.
And we keep getting every red light, the train passing by. We keep getting everything to slow us down. We're joking that by the time we go back to my parents' place, be like, two people. 1 dog, 1 car, 1 tent, electricity. Do you charge for the showers? Do you have washing machine? We had to repeat this so many times. We are 30 minutes away from Oldenburg, and today's drive of 2 hours and a half has passed faster than all the cars driving farther left lane.
It is amazing how fast some people drive on the Autobahn.
Yes.
And it's really sad because I've actually daydreamed about driving on the Autobahn, and I'm in a car that only goes 120 kilometers an hour, which is really sad because we've driven for miles and miles with no speed limits.
The ETA is 12:42. We should get there with enough time to get a spot.
It's rained a little,
but it's not raining right now. We're gonna set up the big tent today because if it rains, it works super well. Our plan was to spend only 2 nights in Germany. Unless we drive tomorrow 4 hours, it might be that we spend 3. But that would cut Denmark, and it would only be like 1 night in Denmark maybe.
Did you know that the Autobahn was initially started planning in the 1920s, but it wasn't until the Nazis came that it was expanded across the country, with Hitler himself being on the site of the first Nazi-promoted Autobahn expansion.
This, of course, created lots of jobs during the Great Depression. It was basically built by forced labor. It is currently 12:36. We are 7 minutes away.
We just got stopped by a train. Probably the same guy that got us in Essen. Watch him drive by and wave.
We are running.
Freisrum.
Turn right, then
the name of the campsite.
Freisensvestrum.
We have a... Let's see the reception.
This one.
Campingplatz, I'm assuming. Yes, welcome. And now it's my turn to run to the reception.
Yep. Another fun fact about Germany is that Volkswagen, wagon for the people, was actually created by the Nazi Party because Adolf Hitler wanted a vehicle that was affordable for regular people and was a symbol of Nazi prosperity. However, it did not go into manufacturing until after World War II.
They gave me the typical paper where you can book your rolls for the next day. We've never done it, but many campsites offer it. This is the campsite, and we are right in the corner. We are right here. They gave me this.
A food waste bag.
Inside, there are of different colors, and you're supposed to recycle using the paper bag, the yellow, and the transparent, and then put it by this building in the corresponding container. A really good initiative. I give you the bags and I encourage you to do the recycling properly. Here's our spot. It started to rain. We are setting up as fast as we can, and look at this awesome tarp creating an entrance to our tent. Morris, do you like this spot? Do you like it? Morris started digging on the sand and throwing it all into our tarp. What happened?
Hammer broke. That's what I get for paying.
What, 4 euros? It looks like we'll need a new hammer.
In 30 minutes, we are able to have a cozy little abode for the next night. We're gonna munch on some salad.
Yes, with quinoa.
And then we are going to head to Oldenburg. Oldenburgen. Now
we're driving to Oldenburg, we seem to have found a free car park.
We're currently walking to the center. It's a 30-minute walk because someone is too cheap to pay for parking.
It's wet.
This is actually a really nice community in Oldenburg. It's much higher end than where we were in Essen yesterday. Very beautiful, very green.
Very villagey.
It's very similar to the UK. We keep saying this in all our countries that we go to. If I didn't see the signs were in German, I would expect that I was somewhere in England. We just passed a stall that sold only strawberries and asparagus. The reason why is because Munsterland, the region that Oldenburg is around, it's called Munsterland, is known for its strawberries and white asparagus, a prized variety of asparagus, which they typically will eat together. I think that's a little weird. Never done that before. Sarah found it too good to go for today from a bakery that's never been used, never been reviewed.
We have two theories. Either they don't give us much stuff because they don't know how much usually people give, or they give us a lot because they want good reviews. We've never taken a Too Good To Go without any reviews.
We're living on the edge. Scared dog.
Yeah.
Scared dog. Dog terrified of bikes. Scared dog. Lots of bikes. Scared dog. No bikes. Scared dog.
You have a face. Don't tell me this doesn't look like a face.
Sarah is obsessed with finding faces in inanimate objects. She's almost as good at finding dub museums as she is at finding faces in inanimate objects. We have run into the town center, and we are back to the beautiful, picturesque European buildings, which is nice, because after Essen, it was really sad. Now we start feeling like we're actually in Germany. Fun fact. We are currently walking in Germany's oldest pedestrian-only zone. It was established, I think, in the 60s. Oldest one in the country. How boring is that?
Zach entering the bakery for the first ever Too Good To Go. Let's see if we understand each other. So this is the place. Tell us about it.
Loads of rolls, pretzels.
Okay, that's good for sandwiches
Lots
in
of
the
rolls.
car.
There's things down at the bottom too. I can't see exactly.
We need to see them because
Yes.
we need a snack.
On that bench over there. Dude, it's a pretzel from Germany. I have to try it.
Stop eating and tell us.
Another roll. The chocolate croissant.
Ooh, okay, now we're talking. Please don't drop it. There's so much stuff.
€3. It was great.
They're gonna get a 5-star review.
Oh yeah, I can't believe they don't have any reviews to begin with. I know what we're eating right now. And it's filled with chocolate. We learned about this area is that they have a very specific way that they drink their tea. It's a 3-step process. First thing you do is you add the cube of sugar into the cup. Then you add the tea in right on top of the cube of sugar. And then on top of that, you add a spoonful of cream. And you don't mix it. It is actually drank, starting with the cream, then to the bitter tea, and then ending in the sugar. Apparently it is like a ritual. That's how you drink your tea. I'm assuming mixing your tea here would almost be like breaking your spaghetti in Italy. A person in this town dies every time somebody mixes their tea. We found the square of Old Town, and you can tell that a lot of these buildings did survive the war, which is wonderful because it gives us something to really look at and admire. The bank. I'm not sure if this is a cathedral. Is this a cathedral? I would assume this is the cathedral. Yeah. Ooh, and it's open. Super pretty. This is St. Lambert's Church. And the fascinating part about it is it dates back nearly 1,000 years ago. And they went in and whitewashed everything. So it's not your typical Gothic styled church or cathedral. Everything is white. White marble floors, white walls.
It's beautiful.
It's not what you would expect going into an old church. They have 2 people playing music live right now. Something even more fascinating is that St. Lambert is St. Lambert of Maastricht, a saint that died but was like a big figure in the Oldenburg community.
Okay, is it a Christian Catholic church?
Oh, I have no idea with the weird cross at the top that hangs in there.
Because they have a cross that is like a plus sign.
It's not a normal
that
cross.
That is like shiny with pink and blue, like hanging from like
the dome.
With the live music was super cool because
really cool.
It wasn't the typical church.
It is an evangelical Lutheran church, which would explain the different design and cross in it.
They still have Jesus in the cross, which is something interesting. For example, Mormons don't display. That's why we were very confused by the shape of it. Morris found a friend. Come on, Maurice. Let's go meet this friend. Maurice, are you gonna smell the butt? You are so cute.
To give you an idea of what Oldenburg's town center looks like, is incredibly beautiful. And look at how colorful the buildings are. Very quiet. Just me speaking to the camera seems really loud. Everybody is on bikes, but you have these just beautiful walkways. It's really cool.
Better choice than yesterday.
Much better choice than yesterday. Town center of Oldenburg is much, much prettier than Essen. And we're really happy that we actually stopped here because it was quiet. It was good for Morris. The suburbs outside of it are also really nice. It was really cool to walk around some of the neighborhoods. We found a dog park for Morris. Then we're gonna head back, do some grocery shopping, and get to dinner. We're in the forest.
In this park, there's an area fence for dogs.
Should be this way. This escalated quickly. We went from Old Town to Forest in pretty much about 5 minutes. The dog park does not allow you to have your dog off leash during this period of the year. We have a 45-minute walk back, and we are considering what to do for dinner. We're in Germany, right? Like, you have to eat something German. What we would really like is a stand on the side of the road that sells warm bratwursts, but we don't see any of those. We'll have to make our own.
In Essen, we carried our camera. We never took any single picture, not even with our phones. There's not gonna be a post with an Essen picture, and there's definitely not gonna be a Polaroid. But today we have a Polaroid in front of a super cool building, and Zach already took some nice pictures.
I am heading into Lidl now, and everything will be in German, so let's see how we make it work. I didn't get a basket though. So Sarah told me I needed to get very specific things. Ice, something typical, some type of typical sausage, butter, and condiments. They don't have baskets, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna carry everything in. I guess I'm gonna carry it all in my hands because they don't have any baskets. We're going German, right? I need sauerkraut. I guess there's also pre-cooked. Butter's really expensive. They must have some other type of butter. Sarah wants to get the white sausage. The problem is that it is huge. What if we don't like it? Do I get it anyway? I'm gonna do it. Why not? And cheese. We need cheese. That was hard. The real entertaining thing would be watching me run around Lidl trying to find all of this food that's all in German. I wasn't brazen enough to be wandering around with this camera on me the whole time while trying to hold things, while trying to find things. That was hard.
What happened?
The biggest issue is I couldn't find ice.
Zach just spent 30 minutes at Lidl, 30 minutes in the car.
She probably thought I died.
And this is what he got me. Cheese, jam of orange.
Is that orange or apricot?
No, apricot.
That's what I thought. Okay, jeez. She doesn't know how to speak German.
We've seen this before.
These are puffy, peanut flavored. The smallest ketchup I could find.
The smallest ketchup, because we couldn't survive without butter. These are.
And that was the smallest one I could find. They taste exactly like peanuts.
The thing is that I had other expectations. We had seen this before, but we had never bought it. But I expected something more flavorful, but of course it tastes like you would expect, like peanuts.
It tastes just like a peanut.
Maybe we should dip this on some. It is time to do laundry. Some campsites charge in a specific way, some campsites charge in another, so let's figure out how this one works. Someone is already using 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 are clicked. So I'm gonna see if I can use number 3 or 4. I forgot the soap. I need to go get the soap. Let's see if we can figure out this machine. No, I can't find Google Translate. Okay, we have Google Translate and it says it's good. So I'm gonna choose 3. Now I'm gonna pay. Present washing machine, present your card. Have I not already paid? Free. What do you mean free? Please choose a washing machine. Okay. Present your card. I'm presenting my card. Oh, no. How does this work? Why I cannot make this work? I don't understand. Number 3 is a Peter Lambert. Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, why? It's not working. Why is it not working? Number 3. No, it doesn't work. Okay, we'll try something else. We'll try this card. Number 3. Peter. No, show me the message again. Peter. I've already presented my card 700 times. Oh God. Okay. Number 4. Number 4. Peter. the carte. Do I need a specific card? No. What does that mean? Oh my gosh, I don't understand anything. Why won't this work? I don't understand. We're running out of clothes. Come to find out that I need a card that I need to get at the office or somewhere from the campsite, and then that card you fill it up with money, and that's the card you use to use the washing machine. Now, of course, the office now is closed. I know all of this because a man helped me to understand this. Apparently there's in the swimming pool you can refill this card, but of course you need the card anyway. So what are we gonna do? Rewear clothes. I have to say that today's setup, I was concerned because we're at the entrance of the campsite and I thought we might have a lot of people passing around, but it's awesome. Like hardly anyone is passing. Look at the sun. We're wearing a jacket because it's a bit chilly, but Morris likes her spot. She's bigger and keeps putting sun on our tent. Look at this. What is on the menu?
White sausages. And they are white, and there are many of them.
And it looks like we're gonna have some of this tomorrow. Ooh, what did you make here?
Caramelized onion,
Ooh, with some
sauerkraut, and of course, Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard.